like to get your first win?
Yeah, it was good. It was just a crazy experience, really. First game at home as well, so it was great to get a win in front of the home crowd, and my first win for the club, and the first win for a club in a while too. So it felt special, and yeah, I loved it.
What was your favourite moment? Was it getting to sing the song at the end of the game?
I appreciated that moment, and just, I don't know, the joy from the group, and that moment after the game was nice. In the Gatorade shower and just sharing it with everyone after in the rooms as well. So it was special, yeah.
What about the Eagles fans? What was it like to have their noise in the background?
It was different. It was different from going from a Melbourne crowd the week before to your home crowd. It was once you're in the game, you sort of get a little bit immune to it, and you're so focused on your role and my role for the team. But it was good, and it sort of helps in games like that when we need a bit of an extra spurt to get over the line in the end.
Is it still a bit of a pinch me moment for yourself, like 2 games already?
Yeah, look, coming in at the start of the year, probably wasn't expecting a debut this early, and now to have it, it's still a bit of a pinch myself moment, especially when you walk out in front of a home crowd like that. Yeah, it's crazy. So, and that's just what I've been trying to do, is just relish every moment. I go out there and soak it all in. So, it's been great. Yeah, I've loved it.
What sort of direction are you getting now when you're out there? Is it basically play on instinct and just do your natural thing?
Yeah, pretty much. We've all got roles for the team, so I just focus on playing my role, and then you can't get too dumbed down in that, and it's all got to come a bit of instinct and that sort of thing in the end. So it's mainly just a lot of instinct play when you're out there, I guess.
That little patch that you had in the second quarter with Cripps, the way that you two were connecting, how did that feel for you when you're out there?
That's just one of the moments where, as a higher forward, stuff starts to roll for you, and if you can just take advantage of moments like that, it's beneficial for the team as well. So, Cripps has been a massive help over me this pre-season, learning my role, learning the structures, that sort of thing. So, we've had a good friendship already, so it was good to sort of get that link on the field as well.
What's your relationship with him like, obviously playing in a similar position as well?
As soon as I came in, he was the automatic choice for me to just be a sponge to, really. And I'm often asking him questions, often watching him, how he goes about things, and that was a lot as soon as I came in. And we got eased into pre-season a little bit, so a lot of watching drills, and I was always watching Cripper. So to learn off someone like that who's done it for so long, holds me, I think, in pretty good stead to learn off someone like that.
What's some of the lessons or guidance, I suppose, he's given you in your early career?
An easy one is just to go out there and have fun. Like, it's easy to get caught up in the moment, I guess, of especially a home crowd on the weekend. But there's a message from everyone: it's go out and enjoy it, soak it in, and have fun. So I've just been running with that at the moment.
How have you found the physicality of the game these first couple of weeks, adapting to those bigger bodies in the AFL?
Yeah, it was probably... we do a lot of work throughout the pre-season with bigger bodies as well. It's not like it's you're thrown out to the Wolves in your first game. So there's been lots of work with the boys at training. And so I find when you go out, it's no different. And I think that's a good way to think about it, is you've had this time up against the bigger bodies. It's no different out there. You just go out and do what you've been doing.
And playing with some fellow draftees early on too, in Jinby and Elijah Hewitt, how special has that been to play with those blokes so early on?
Yeah, that's a good thing. And so me and Ruben travelled to Melbourne last week as well, and it's just good to have someone that you've done it with from the start to go with you as well, because you're just experiencing everything for the first time together. So, and Huey this week as well, experiencing our first home game together. It was it's good to have them people by your side, and you can lean on them. You can also help them out. It's handy to have people going through what you're also going through as well.
Has it given you appreciation, Noah, about the roller coaster of the AFL, that the round 1 loss and then a really impressive round 2 win?
Well, that's a good way to put it, I guess. It's not easy. It's obviously a few things we had to brush up on after round 1. And we improved a bit going into last week, but there's still lots to improve on. So I think we're still on the roller coaster. Yeah.
Are you daunted at all by a derby?
Nah, it's just another game, and that's exactly how we prepare for it. It's just another game. Yes, it's a bit of a rivalry for a few years, but it's just another game, and that's how we go about it.
I feel like it's easier not being from WA.
No, I don't really see any difference, no.
And your junior coach at Geelong Grammar also looked after Caleb Sarong and saw a lot of similarities between the two of you. Do you see any of those similarities?
Oh, we're both probably on the smaller side of the scale, so that's an easy similarity to make. But at this stage, Caleb for me last year, my draft year, was a good comparison, I think, and someone that as a midfielder I tried to base my game off a little bit. But yeah, I think there's areas that are pretty similar. But I think I'm trying to forge my own path and my own identity. But yeah, I like to play the hearts of everyone, and Caleb's been. His cleanliness and that sort of thing's been a highlight for me.
Is the coaching link the only link you have with him? Like, if you brush paths with him?
Yeah. We went to the same school, so there's a bit of history there, and spoken to him a couple of times.
Do you think I don't know, any chance you'll come across him on the weekend?
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to line up on him. No, probably not. But I guess we'll share a couple of words after the game. But yeah, that's about it.
Did you watch the Freo game on the weekend, and what did you make of it?
I actually didn't know, but I watched the end, the exciting parts of the end. But no, Freo, obviously, they're a great team. They're still contending this year. So we'll prepare well and have to prepare well to put up a contest, and we've still got areas to improve on. It's going to take a lot of preparation, and so we'll work through that this week.
They're obviously 0-2 and they'll be really hungry for a win. How will you kind of deal with their ferocity and their desperation, I guess?
I think no matter if you're 0-2 or 2-0, teams come out with the same desperation every week. So I don't really see that as too much of a change. You go out there and give, from our standpoint, we'll go out there and give the same desperation every week. I don't think it's so much having to deal with an extra added desperation. It's another game of footy, so we'll just go out there and do what we've been doing.
Are there any of the more experienced mids who you've sort of leaned on your first few months at the club, Shuey or Gaff, anyone in particular who've sort of picked their brain quite a bit? Yeah,
well, both Shuey and Gaff are both good comparisons, both from Victoria, both moved over to WA, so they've been good because they know what we're sort of going through moving across. So they've all the older leaders have all been good, sharing their bits of knowledge, and it's just our job as young players to just try and soak it all in, I guess. And there's a lot of information when you come over, and it's just taking as much in as you can and putting it into play for yourself.
Do you feel like they've enjoyed having an injection of young players coming into the group?
I think so. I think there's young players coming every year, but there's a good sense of youth around the club at the moment, and good direction towards where we're going. What do you see your role as a group as being, I guess, out there on the field and bringing that energy, I suppose, and that enthusiasm? Is in the young group? The young group, yeah. I think it's just, we're just out there to play roles. Everyone's out there to play a role. And then we're just to have fun as well. As I said, everyone wants to, it's easy as a young player to get caught up in it all. But if we can just go out there and be happy, have fun, be lively, provide pressure, I think, we provide a pretty good resource.
Has your approach to footy kind of changed? Obviously, your draft year, you had a broken collarbone, and then to be picked up late in the draft, and that now you're playing the first 2 games of the season, going into a derby. Do you feel like that's kind of helped your approach to just going out there and having fun, enjoying yourself?
No, not really. You always play footy to have fun. That's the why you play at the start, I guess. So for me, it's always been the forefront of my mind to go out and have fun, whether I'm dealing with injury, whether you're in a draft year, or whether you're playing AFL now. It's always to have fun. So that's never changed for me, and I hope that it never will. So it's a good way that I like to think about it, and that everyone keeps on reinstating it now, that to go out there and have fun's the way to go.